that you and yours are safe and well. In a second, we'll take a breath. Hi, Barry. Hi, Jonathan. We'll take a breath. We'll sing a bracha. We'll learn some Torah. Minna, it's good to see you. Julianne, Boker Tov. Hi, Anya. I hope everyone is safe and well. Here's a breath and a blessing and some Torah. Ya la 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 la, diddy la 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 la, diddy la 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 la, ay ay la la la, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam Asher Kiddushanu B'mitzvotav v'tzivanu La'asok b'divrei Torah La'asok b'divrei Torah Hafoch ba v'hafoch ba La'asok b'divrei Torah Today I lie, 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 lie Today I lie, lie, lie Today I lie, 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 lie I lie, lie. Friends, I hate to correct anybody, but I'm not at the beach. I'm on the West Side Highway. You're looking at New Jersey, and I was just looking for a nice spot to stop in the middle of traffic. So glad to share a moment under the trees with you, looking at the sky, and hopefully you don't hear all the traffic that I do right now. What a gift it is, friends, to have Torah to hold us steady while everything else around the world feels so very shaky. I want to jump right into a message from the Torah and then wish us well. It is Parshat BECHUKOTAI. And we've been talking about this really intense parsha that is filled with a tochacha, that is filled with a series, not quite of curses, but of punishments should we do wrong, when we do wrong. Because the Torah always presumes that there will be a moment where we fall short. I'll just say it like that. But there's a hidden part of the parsha, and I want to look at literally one letter today. One letter of the parsha. For this, I owe a debt of gratitude to Rabbi David Kasher from Hadar for pointing out a very fascinating Rashi. So this is where we are. When we do wrong, remember the Torah, especially in this parsha, has a section that suggests that we will and tells us the consequence of when. When we do wrong, things will not go well. But then God says, I will remember the covenant that I made with Jacob and also with Isaac and also with Abraham. But what's really interesting, and this is where the letter comes in, is that there are certain letters, certain words in the Torah where we have extra or missing letters. There's a very interesting study of this. Rashi picks up on something strange, which is the name Yaakov, Jacob, here is spelled with an extra vav. The best way to understand it, and Rabbi David Kasher explains this beautifully in a comment he offered on this week's Parsha just a few days ago, is if the name Jacob could be spelled without the O, and we would all know that it means Jacob. Here it has the extra vav. Rashi, Rabbi David Kasher points to the commentator Rashi. Rashi points out that 5 times in the Torah, Yaakov's name is spelled with this extra vav. Jacob's name is spelled differently, in a more extended way. Rashi points out that 5 times in the Hebrew Bible, Elijah the prophet, Eliyahu, also has a missing vav. So, I'm going to say it again. Jacob's name is spelled with an extra vav 5 times, and Elijah is spelled with one missing vav 5 times. And so Rashi makes this connection between Elijah the prophet and Jacob, and makes this suggestion implicitly that Rabbi David Kasher makes explicitly, which is that Jacob knows that there will be time, friends. There will be times that Elijah's job feels woefully incomplete. Elijah's job, of course, is to announce the coming of the Messiah. And Jacob, reaching through time in this mystical way, according to the commentators, calls upon Elijah, taking that vav out of Elijah's name and putting it into his own, saying that until you fulfill your purpose, which is to announce the return of our children. Because after all, in the book of Malachi, we are told that one day God will send Elijah to tell us that parents and children will be reunited. When more have we needed to hear this than now? And so I want to share again from the Parsha and from this comment and from our hearts. 5 times in the Torah, Jacob's name has an extra vav, the letter vav. 5 times in the Hebrew Bible, Elijah the prophet's name is spelled with a missing vav. And the commentators make all time conflate and say that until Elijah does his job and tells us that the Messiah is coming, until Elijah tells us that our families will be reunited, that lev avot al banim, that the fathers' hearts and the children's hearts will be united again. Until Elijah does his job, which is actually a masked way of saying until God does God's job and brings the world to a place where it's supposed to be, a place where we can love each other safely and just be home. Until that great day, Yaakov says, I take that vav. It's collateral until you do your jobs right, until our children and parents are all home. And so, friends, heart to heart, shoulder to shoulder, eye to eye, and vav to vav, bring them home now. Sing with me, send your heart east. Kol od baleva pnima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia Od lo avda tikvateinu hatikva bat shnot alpayim liot am choshim be'yatzeinu eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim liot am choshim be'yatzeinu eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, friends. Take care.